Today topic, whatever we are going to discuss, is all about planning. How best we can plan. And why do we need to plan? More than 99% of the entire world crowd, everybody wakes up in the morning, then they plan the day. That plan will be good enough for that single day, and they are happy. And whatever they are unable to do, they push it to next day. This is the routine happens throughout the world. Everybody is capable of planning. That is a human nature. Even the dumbest fellow, if you're given a toughest situation, he will come out with some plan because situations will force you to plan something at least. We all have problems. We sit and think, we discuss, we come out with some plan. The plan may execute or fail, or we may delay. But humans are highly capable of planning. But if you don't have a goal in life, that's where the problem is. If you have a goal, it can be a monthly goal, or a yearly, or 2 years or 5 year term goal. If you have an aim, if you have a goal, then whatever the planning you are doing now, it's not only for today, it is even for the future. If we fail to plan, then we are planning to fail. Sometimes people don't plan, and then the whole day they doesn't know what to do. Here and there and here. They lose the time. Time is very, very valuable. Let us go back to the roots. From where did you come? From the higher worlds, when you are about to be born, based upon your karmic patterns and what life lessons you need to learn and what karma you have to face. You see the options, then you decide which mother and father take their permission, and then you come out with a plan. That is called soul plan. Then if situations are good, then you are born. So we choose our parents, we know all the family situations, we know the problems, we know what diseases we are going to get because of the past life karma. Everything is according to the plan. And we come here, we are born, and because of our bad karma, we are in pain. And because of our good karma, we are in gain. Nobody questions themselves if there is abundance, but everybody questions if there is any shortage of diseases. Nobody counts their blessings, everybody counts only their curses. But every blessing and a curse come from your own actions, either in the past life or in the past years. And when you are coming to the earth, you know this plan. But in between that and this, there's something called the mind, which doesn't allow you to see beyond it. There is a truth there, and you have an eye here, the mind comes in between. Only when you catch hold of the breath, you transcend beyond the mind, and then you start connecting with your soul. Then the soul plan comes. In general, we all come to this planet for enjoyment and experiences. But if you don't connect with your soul, we get caught in the web of the dramas, and then we suffer. We are unlimited. You are eternal. But when you take birth, you try to fit in the smallest body. It's a pain. There in the higher worlds, the moment you think everything manifests. Here, it takes time, limitation, negativity. You must have patience. You must undergo many things. There is a pain. I'm not saying no, but we should not suffer. Suffering is in our hand. Pain is not in our hand. Suppose a woman is pregnant. After 9 months, she is going to give a birth. There is going to be pain. Without pain, the baby won't come out. But thinking about it, from the day one until the birth, every day she suffers. So the suffering is in your hand, whether you want to suffer or you want to just stay calm or be happy. But pain you can't avoid. The biggest problem is, the moment a problem comes, everybody wants to come out of it immediately. I have a headache, how to come out of it? I have an ailment in the body, how to immediately come out of it? I have financial crisis, immediately how to come out of it? But nobody thinks why it has come to me. But everybody asks, why only to me? When you switch off your mind, then you analyze what is the next step. You can plan properly, or your soul plan gets revealed only if you transcend beyond your mind. For material life, material success, how much planning is needed? People who are extremely successful, CEOs, business entrepreneurs, small business or big business, whoever it is, there has to be a lot of discipline, there has to be a lot of planning, there has to be a lot of execution, ups and downs. They go through everything, and they know that success is a journey, it's not a destination. And imagine the soul. We miss that out totally. No doubt, the physical body has to be given highest importance because we are here only to experience human life. But knowing the truth, when you experience, your life becomes an enjoyment. If you forget who you are, what you are, then you limit yourself and think only you are this body and only these relationships are true, you get suffer. If I don't have one hand, so what? In my next lifetime I will have. Because of my past, I have some problems in the body. So let me face it. So most of the problems are because of the mind that we know, psychosomatic. So when we observe the breath, we directly hit the mind and maximum our problems are solved. The suffering is gone. Then more the knowledge increases, the pain also vanishes. First, in meditation, the suffering will vanish. Then the pain vanishes. Then you become disease free. We only see the diseases in the body. The wise man sees the disease in the mind. The root cause of all the physical body is on the mind. So first you need to correct this fellow. Then the body gets automatically corrected. For that you need to have a plan. Every day you must meditate, hours and hours. If you have a goal for 41 days, that every day I am going to attend 40 minutes and 1 hour, it's a very good. Then the pain vanishes. Then you become disease free. We only see the diseases in the body. The wise man sees the disease in the mind. The root cause of all the physical body is on the mind. So first you need to correct this fellow. Then the body gets automatically corrected. For that you need to have a plan. Every day you must meditate, hours and hours. If you have a goal for 41 days, that every day, then you become disease free. We only see the diseases in the body. The wise man sees the disease in the mind. The root cause of all the physical body is on the mind. So first you need to correct this fellow. Then the body gets automatically corrected. For that you need to have a plan. Every day you must meditate, hours and hours. If you have a goal for 41 days, that every day I am going to attend 40 minutes and 1 hour, it's a very good amount of time. 1 hour, 40 minutes is not a small time. Then every day you have to read books and call someone or meet someone, share your experiences with the like-minded people. Then you see the progress grows. You must plan. You must not become lazy. You meditate, you read books, you share experiences. Everything as a package for 2 hours in a day, that's it. Remaining 22 hours, you must do maximum number of works. You must contribute, you must learn. Both has to happen. From the people who are more experienced, you need to learn. For the people who are underprivileged or people who doesn't know, you have to teach. And people who are in the equal status, you need to discuss. You must have friends in every place. You should not limit yourself. Unless you plan in the material life, nothing will be succeeded. No luck will come from the stars. If your soul plan is revealed to you, then you understand. I know my soul plan, why I am born. I was lucky enough because I saw it myself. My Guruji has told me. But whatever you do, if you are getting an inner enjoyment, inner joy, that is not the temporary satisfaction. Teaching meditation gives me the utmost satisfaction than anything else in the world. Because that is my plan, my soul gets satisfied. So from the inner, I will feel that satisfaction. So until unless you find whatever you want to do, whatever is coming to your mind, keep executing it. It will be revealed. If you are ready, the master will appear. So everybody must know what is the big plan. And you must have shorter goals and plan well and stick to the plan so you get satisfied. I'll tell you the biggest hack or trick to keep your mind blank. Stick a paper or take a book, write down all the tasks you need to do without even leaving one thing in the head. Write down everything, pen it. You don't want to show it to others, put it in a book. If it is okay, stick a white pad or a paper, write it down. The moment you write everything, what happens? You're transferring from the head to the paper. And the mind becomes free. Do you know this? Then you look into it. Which is high priority, work on it. If it is over, strike it. Then move on to the next. I always write a very big list in the 3-4 categories. And after every work, I keep looking into everything. If somebody calls for an appointment, I immediately write down. I don't use my mind to store That is my biggest hack. I use my pen and a paper to store information so that my mind always stays empty. Otherwise, you are like, oh, I should have called him next. What is next? What is next? You should not search here. You have to search. If you write down everything you want to do, I know my soul plan. So I know every day I have to give 3 sessions. I have to give a music session. I have to work on my Friday concepts. I have to work on my website. I have to chat with few people. I have to answer the queries where people want some products. I have to ship. I have a family I have to take care of. Everything I write it down so my mind is very clear, and then I sort it and I execute. In this way, I am relieved. If you are suffering from 3 or 4 things, write it down, whatever it is. Then you see, is it really worth for me to think about it and suffer? Suffering will not give you solution. Then why do we suffer? Suffering has never given solution to anyone. If Buddha wants to find out why people suffer, he did not think, he went and searched. The moment he went inside himself, then he found out what is true. So you have to travel inside to find the real truth. So do an inner journey. Whatever work you are doing right now, the mind should be only utilized for it. Not to think about what is not possible, not to think about what happened in the future or in the past, not to have anxiety of what is going to happen next. The mind should not be utilized for those things. Mind should be utilized. Suppose in the beginning of this session, I have to check up all the lights, cameras, audios, the live links, good environment, turn it on. I use my mind to check these things. Then the mind should be off. So when you have control on your mind, you can execute your plan well. Otherwise, your mind will simply drag and take you away either in the past or future, and your time is wasted and you screw up with your soul plan. You screw up with your material plan. So failing to plan is planning to fail. Remember this.
Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button for the latest updates.